Wait, I don't love you like I... Okay, let me start filming this bit. Actually, parched. I'm thirsty. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Tuli here. As you can see from the title, I'll be talking about the night I realized I was lesbian, which is far different from coming out or questioning. Like the night that it hit me, I don't like men. I actually like women. And whoa, this is not a happy story because I was not happy about that realization. So yeah, I feel like I always do my intro in the kitchen. But anyways, so I'll be doing that. I'm gonna eat first, as always. I'm always eating here. And then I'm gonna move this camera with my phone to the dining room and I'm gonna film there. So grab something, grab a snack, grab some food, some water, and join me while I tell you the exact night that I found out. No, girl. Okay, when? Okay. Anyways, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I've settled, I've eaten, and I have my iced coffee here. So let's get into it, okay? Where should I start with this situation? Because I know how it happened, but I feel like I need to brief you guys a bit, right? Okay, so in my coming out video, I talk about being bisexual, and that was from grade 9 until 2020. So that's 2016 to 2020, yeah. So in 2016, I met a girl in grade 9, right? Should I say her name? I don't think she'll mind because she watches my channel. We're mutuals on social media. So I met Jessica, and she was the first girl that I actually liked emotionally, and we didn't kiss or anything. I feel like I was such a baby gay, like I was such a baby questioning, like I was very young, questioning everything. But whatever I felt for her, I knew that I would never felt for a boy before. So that's like the official girl that I stated in my queer journey. So I was still questioning though. I was not for sure bisexual. I was like, maybe I'm bisexual, and I was seeing Jessica, right? So grade 9 ends, I moved to another school, grade 10, I date a guy. That guy I thought that I really, really liked, but when I look back, the feelings are giving platonic. I was just happy to find a male who actually respects women, sees me as an equal, and basically is a male feminist because his values were very much like, I don't know, he cared for women. He wouldn't go out of his way to harm a girl, and that's emotionally, physically, and I think it's because he had sisters. That's why I dated him. So basically, he understood girls in a sense. But now that I look back, oh sorry guys. Now that I look back, I feel like it was just platonic, right? So I date him, then I meet another girl in grade 10 that I like, and that's when I knew that, okay, I'm definitely bisexual. Oh, I thought so. Because I'm dating this boy in grade 10, and I date him for 3 months, and I'm convinced that I'm bisexual, right? Because I liked Jessica, and I like him. And the math is giving bisexual, right? Fine. So while dating him, I met another girl. And when I tell you, whatever feelings I had for this girl made it clear to me that I didn't like him like that. Whatever we're doing for those 3 months, it was giving, I don't know what. I don't know how to describe it. Because when I met her, talked to her, I immediately knew that I don't want to be a friend. I want to be more than that. And with him, it's like the second that I realized my feelings for her, whatever I felt for him vanished. It was like it was never there, and I feel like that was the case, right? So she basically made me realize for sure that I like women. Like I really like women. So now this was confusing for me now, because I already established that I liked Jessica and I liked him, bisexual. No, sorry, I feel like I need to give him a name. So this is confusing, right? Because I like Jessica, and let's call him Aquaman. So I liked Jessica, I liked Aquaman. It was giving bisexual. I was happy. I know where I stand. Now, this girl comes along, let's name her Jennifer. So now I like Jennifer, but I realized I never liked Aquaman. Like, what is going on?
I don't know which one I am. Like, I love women.
Right? So I like her. It doesn't go to anything. We become friends, and that was a very complicated friendship. Please, if you're young and you're questioning, look at me, look at me. Do not stay friends with a girl you like just for the sake of having her in your life. It will break you. That friendship was not healthy for me, especially during the time that I was questioning. Okay. Anyways, fast forward to 2020. It's my first year of high school. I've established that I really like women. I'm attracted to them, but I'm still questioning men, because I don't see it. I don't see it. But growing up, you're told that you're supposed to like men. So not liking them does not make sense, right? So now to the night that I found out that I was a lesbian, right? So it's 2020, it's June. I remember this because it was winter. It was raining hard. And at this time, I was going through a lot, guys. Like a lot of change, family drama, and also me having a hard time with my sexuality because I was questioning it so much that it got into my head. And mind you, all this time I'm self-harming, right? So everything that I think about or whatever 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 is wrong, I punish myself with just hurting myself. It was a cycle. So I need that to be clear in order for you guys will understand why I mentioned this now. Further in the video. So it's 2020, June at night, and I'm talking to my best friend at the time. I'm like, oh no, I skipped a part actually. No. So before I get into that, one of my friends introduced me to a guy, and this guy was really handsome, really cute. So I was like, you know what, this is gonna be my guy to find out that I like men or not. So we start texting. The conversation is not really there, but as I'm forcing things, I'm trying to see if I really like men or not. So I decide mentally that okay, I'm gonna sleep with this guy. I'm gonna sleep with this guy in order to find out if I like men or not, because I feel like that, to me, that was the only way to find out. And also people told me this all the time, which is so harmful. But people were like, show me, how do you know you don't like men if you've never slept with one? Like, how do you know? How do you know? Like, Chomi cannot tell me that I'm retarded daughter. Like, that was the things I was hearing. And I would continuously ask people, like, how is it to have sex with men? And mind you, this time I've not slept with either gender. I have not done anything further than
The truth. Oh,
okay, I'm not exposed that, but I haven't slept with any gender at this time. I'm 18. I haven't slept with none of them. I've only kissed both genders. So all my friends have been doing the deed since high school with men. Like, bitch, men are great, okay? I'm telling you, sleep with one and you'll find out. You'll know if you're gay or not. And I'm like, you know what? Let me actually try this, because everyone is telling me they're so great and I'm not. I'm the one who's not understanding. Like, so I'm like, you know what? Let me actually do this, right? So anyways, so I make the decision that I'm gonna sleep with this guy. So my friend introduced me to this guy, and we are talking. We talked about for like a week, and I would see him as well because he lived close to my house, right? Not a good thing. I didn't like that. But anyways, so I finally make the decision that I'm gonna sleep with this guy, right? And at this point, I'm listening to all my friends because they've been telling me that you'll never know if you like a guy or not until you sleep with them. And men told me this also when I told them that I don't really like men. They're like, how do you know? Yazinjani, men are so disgusting. Because every time I heard that, I would cringe. Yeah, man, wait now. Oh, the famous line. You haven't slept with a guy. Once you sleep with the right guy, he knows how to handle you. You'll know. Anyways, so that night, okay, basically I feel like I'm exposing myself. Oh my god. Anyway, so that night, I'm basically home alone. And I'm talking to my bestie and I'm like, I feel like I want to sneak out and go see this guy and actually sleep with him. And my bestie at the time was straight, and I don't think she really supported me like a woman. She was like, bitch, yes, go sleep with him, blah blah blah. She wanted me to be straight so bad, if I'm being honest. She wanted me to be straight so bad. She was like, yeah, show me a go and update me, text me when you get there, text me when you get back, right? Fine. So that night, I wait for everyone to sleep, I get dressed, and I sneak out. So by the time I leave the gate, the guy is already walking towards my house. We walk back together to his place. So let me set the scenery, right? Yeah, or dating a guy from like the hood. In Greece, there's the main house, and then they always have their own room or a flat at back. So it was that situation. So we walk in and go to the flat. So that was the situation. We walk in. I've been there before, so it wasn't the first time being there. So this time I told myself like, I'm doing this. You know, I am doing this. I'm doing grown-up shit. Okay. Anyways, so I walk in. He has wine. I love wine, and he has a habli. And watch a movie. And let me tell you something. This man had the worst taste in movies. Then he brought it up. I was always bored by his movies. And as someone who loves movies, it was never gonna work if I was straight, because how is that your type of movies? I can't even explain it, guys. It's genre yake. I mean, it's genre yake, yeah. So I walk in. Oh, I'm wearing jeans, a mini vest, and like a cardigan to hide my patchwork. You know, my patchwork. Anyways, so I get there, we sit, I drink wine, and I can't even relax because I know what's gonna happen in my mind. Like, okay, I'm trying to get tipsy, so I'm not in the moment. So, excuse me, I'm drinking wine, I'm dining wine, I'm smoking, and even telling the story makes me shiver because, oh, anyways. So it gets to the moment that we start kissing, right? So we start kissing, and it already feels uncomfortable. Like, kissing him was not the greatest. I didn't enjoy it. So he kisses, we're kissing, and I'm like, okay, step 1 is done, we're kissing. Step 2, we shall see. So we're kissing. It's a good, we're in the moment. He's in the moment. I'm trying to get this over and done with. Fine. So now he starts getting handsy. You know, and this makes me uncomfortable because, like, what are you trying to do? The same thing I'm trying to do. But obviously, it's uncomfortable for me. So we're kissing. He's like touching my, not being, you know, he's being gentle. He was really gentle with it. I'm not gonna lie. He was not. It was consensual. He asked me for permission. I said yes. Everything was agreed upon. Okay. So he's touching me, touching my neck, kissing my neck. And then, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. I'm convincing myself in my mind. So while he's touching me, he just touched my boob like this. And in that moment,
I'm a homosexual.
I was like, I cannot do this. I am so sorry. And I remember him like touching my boob, and I was like, I moved his hand. It was this boob foot, shame, man. I moved his hand, and I'm like, I want to go home. And he was like, what? Did I do something wrong? And I'm like, no, but I want to go home, you know. So in the moment of him touching my boob, that's when it hit me. Like, I am a lesbian, and I could never, ever be intimate with a man. Like, what's happening right now will never happen with a man. It's not for me. It's uncomfortable. It felt unconsensual when I gave consent, and I could feel his handprint on my boob still afterwards. Like, I was tense. It was uncomfortable. I hated it. So in the moment, I realized that quickly in my mind. Like, that moment he touched my boob, it's like a switch flipped. You are gay. Huh? It was that. So I asked him to take me home. He walked me home. I was very quiet because it's like I was having a panic attack, actually. I couldn't breathe. Like, while I'm walking home, I'm trying to breathe. And I got home. It was 1 a.m. when I got home. And I remember saying goodbye to him, locking the door, going into my room, and I sat down in my bed, and I couldn't breathe. Like, I was having a panic attack. I was like, what do you mean I'm a lesbian? What do you mean I'm a lesbian? And I cried. I cried, and I cried. And as I'm sobbing, I found my tool and I'm punishing myself again because everyone's gonna hate me. My family's gonna hate me. I'm not even drinking my coffee. And sorry guys, I ran out of space because I ran out of space. Let me just mix this. It's so good. So as I was saying, right, I'm sitting on my bed and I'm crying. I basically don't even change into my pajamas, guys. I get into bed, I sleep while crying. Well, I cried until I fell asleep. I wake up the next morning, I cry again. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, the lesbian, like, nyan. Like, it was funny at first, like, oh yeah, like girls like to kiss girls, like girls. So that's that, guys. That's how I found out that I was a lesbian, and 4 years later I'm happily in a relationship and very much happy that I'm gay. I love being a lesbian. I don't see myself with a man. It just does not make sense. It does not make sense, but it took a while for me to accept myself, but I'm here now. And before I go and end this video, I just want to make something clear. You do not need to sleep with a man to know if you're gay or not. You do not need to sleep with a man to know if you're gay or not. Repeat it for me. Thank you. Please don't put yourself in a situation that I was in, honestly speaking. I'm glad I didn't do it. I'm glad I didn't force myself to go through that situation. I'm happily a lesbian and I'm happy to have relations with women only. Having sex with a man does not define you or complete you. Vice versa. That's the video for today, guys. Please drop a pink heart in the bottom if you made it this far, as you know, and please don't forget to comment or like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.